President Xi Jinping said in his keynote presentation to business leaders of the APEC conference that we should work together to create an Asia-Pacific dream. What's your understanding about this proposal?
Well, what we want is an Asia-Pacific region that lives in peace and prosperity, and organisations like APEC are very important to bringing that about, and I'm delighted to see President Xi's leadership here and in other forums to try to ensure that we do have freer trade, structural reforms, more private sector-led growth. This is good for everyone, and I'm looking forward to Australia playing our part to bring it about.
Part of the backdrop against which President Xi Jinping put forward this idea of a joint dream shared by the whole region is that he wants China to have our own dream, which also perhaps means to pursue co-prosperity through collaboration so that we have a common development.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the rise of China is scary? Do you think the mere mention of Chinese dream is not very assuring for the rest of this region?
Well, the rise of China has been very good for Australia. We now do $150 billion worth of trade with China every year. That's massively increased in just a decade, and that's only possible because of the economic dynamism of modern China. Every country has benefited from the rise of China. The United States has benefited from the rise of China. Japan has benefited from the rise of China. Everyone has an interest in the continued rise of a strong and peaceful China.
President Xi Jinping will soon visit your country right after wrapping up the APEC conference here in Beijing. Now, what do you think will be the bulk of your bilateral talks in Brisbane?
Obviously, we have a strategic partnership between Australia and China. I'm hoping to build on that strategic partnership, to further develop that strategic partnership, and a particular focus just at the moment of our relationship is the work that we've been doing for some years now towards a free trade agreement or economic partnership agreement, and we're close to finalising it. I hope we can finalise it in the next few days, and I can't think of a better symbol of the strength of the relationship between Australia and China than for Australia and China to conclude such an agreement, because it would be China's first substantial agreement with a very significant economy.
To my knowledge, there are three basic themes at the Brisbane G20 conference, and they are how to strengthen the private sector, how to make the world economy more resilient to shocks, and how to show up global institutions.
Yes.
Which do you think is more relevant and important for the health of the Australian economy?
Well, they're all important. But in the end, the whole point of the G20 is to promote economic growth and jobs. And all of these things, whether it's freer trade, whether it's better infrastructure, whether it's structural reform, whether it's cracking down on tax base erosion and profit shifting, whether it's the resilience of financial institutions, all of these are about promoting growth and jobs, because what we want, all of us, is a better life for our people, and the best way to get that is through higher economic growth.